Tonight, at this table, my son's in-laws push me to sign as co-signer on their new car loan, and they discover a quiet grandmother understands risk far better than their fancy talk. "We just need your signature tonight," her father says, tapping this table with his pen. I'm Hazel. I draw soft lines on hard money. He leans back in this chair like this room belongs to him. My son sits between us, shoulders tight, a folder open on the table. His wife, Rena, keeps folding and unfolding a tissue. "The dealer is waiting for our answer," her mother adds. "It's only paperwork." I look at the pages in front of me. My name is printed in dark ink, co-borrower. "You already chose the car," I say. "Now you want my name?" My son clears his throat. "Mum, it's a good deal," he says. "They got a big discount. They just need a stronger profile." Her father smiles. "You have no debts, Hazel. Clean record. The bank loves that." "We already talked about your budget," I say. "You can afford a smaller car." Her mother sighs. "A smaller car is not safe for the baby," she says. "And you know how people drive in this city." She pats Rena's arm. "They need the bigger one." Her husband opens the folder and points at the numbers. "Look," he says. "We put 15 down. We handle the monthly payments. We just need you to stand behind it on paper." I ask, "If you pay every month, why does the bank not trust your names?" He gives a light laugh. "They are too strict," he says. "They don't understand self-employed income. But you are simple. Pension, no loans, regular. Perfect for this." He says simple like it is a small word. My son shifts in this chair. "Mom, it would mean a lot," he whispers. "Tell me how you picture my life," I say. Her mother tilts her head. "You have your little pension," she says. "Your flat is paid. You don't travel. You don't shop much. You buy simple food. You live quietly." Her father nods. "We, on the other hand, still have a mortgage, business ups and downs, social things. Money flows in and out. For you, it mostly just stays." My son adds, "They really have helped us, Mom, with some bills, with the crib." I nod. "I believe that," I say. "And I already help you how I can." I tap the folder. "But this is not a gift. This is a chain." Her mother frowns. "It's just a car," she says. "You sign once, then forget it. We pay everything. If it is so easy," I ask, "why not use your own parents?" Her mother stiffens. "My parents are in another country," she says. "This would be a mess with their bank." Her husband adds quickly, "And we didn't want to involve friends. That gets ugly. Family is better." I say, "Family is also the one left holding the bill when things go wrong." My son rubs his forehead. "Nothing will go wrong," he says. "They have a good business. They just had a rough year." Her father agrees. "Exactly," he says. "We had to juggle some payments. A few late marks, nothing big. The bank is dramatic. But once this car is in our hands, we are fine." I look at the column that says, "Missed payment, 3 in last 12 months. You say you want to protect them," I say, looking at my son and Rena. "But you are not asking them to sign." Her mother leans forward. "They're just starting out," she says. "We don't want them tied down. You are stable. You can carry this on paper. It won't touch you." I raise my eyebrows. "If they stop paying," I ask, "the bank will call whose phone?" Her father smiles. "They will call us first," he says. "We would never let it reach you." I shake my head. "The contract does not care who answers first," I say. It cares who signed. My son's voice is small. Mum, I don't want you to worry. I just don't want them driving an unsafe car with our child. Let's speak plain, I say. The car price is fixed. The dealer's discount is fixed. Your down payment is fixed. The bank's rules are fixed. The only open space on these papers is me. I tap my name. You feel stuck, I tell my son, because they put the gap where my life sits. Her mother sighs. We're not trapping you, she says. We're adjusting to reality. Things cost more than we planned. I answer, words matter. Adjusting sounds soft. This is pressure. Her father lifts his hands. We invited you into the decision, he says. We could have just come and said, we signed. Now you must help if trouble comes. This way we are honest. Rena speaks for the first time. Maybe we should look at a different car, she whispers. Her mother shoots her a look. We already told everyone about this one, she says. Your cousin is in the dealership. People know. We can't go backwards now. Her father nods. We need something that reflects where our family is, he says. Not some small box. He looks at me. Hazel, this is also about dignity. We don't want your grandson picked up in a rust bucket. I tilt my head. So your dignity sits in the price of the car? I ask. Not in how you pay for it? The room goes quiet. My son stares at this table. His ears are red. Her mother tries a softer voice. We want to take weight off David, she says. He feels responsible for you. He worries you don't have enough. If you help us now, we can help you later. When we are up again, we could give you a little every month. So he relaxes. I watch her face. Sweet tone, sharp idea. So you want to ease his mind, I say, by tying me to your debt? She blinks. It's all in one family, she says. We help each other. My son looks torn. I never said you were a burden, he tells me. I do worry about you. I nod. You worry because you don't know my numbers, I say. That is my choice. But I will not trade my safety so you can sit in leather seats. Her father frowns. You talk like they're asking you to jump off a cliff, he says. It is one form, one signature. We have always been careful with money. Her mother joins in. We spent years building our name, she says. We have a nice house, we travel, we help them. Do you think we would risk all that over a car? I answer softly. You already did. The bank's papers show it. I tap the line of missed payments again. Tell me, I ask them, when you look at me, what do you see? Her mother smiles with pity. I see a strong woman who raised a son alone on a small salary, she says. I respect that. But I also see someone with simple needs, no big dreams left. You don't need much, her father adds. On paper, you are an older lady with a modest check and no loans. The bank will think, perfect, safe, she won't run. My son winces. Dad, please, he says, then corrects himself. Mr. Adler, please. The words hang in this room like smoke. Something in me settles instead of rising. So, I say, you see me as small. You also see me as safe. Safe enough to stand under your car if it falls. Her mother whispers, You're twisting our meaning. I shake my head. No, I say. I'm straightening the line. You want a big car and a soft landing. You want my quiet life to be your cushion. I turn to my son. David, I say, in all your adult years, How many times have I asked you for money? He stares at me. Never, he says. Not once. How many bills have I missed? I ask. None, he answers. You always seemed fine. Simple, but fine. His mother-in-law cuts in. Seemed, she says. Appearances can lie. I smile a little. They can, I agree. I sit straighter in this chair. For 35 years, I tell them. I worked in one place, not just pushing papers at a small desk like you imagine. I was a senior loan underwriter at a bank. Rena blinks. What is that? She asks. When people wanted a loan, I say, their files came to my team. We checked their income, their debts, their late marks, their promises. We asked, if we say yes, can this person truly carry it? I read pages of numbers the way some people read gossip. If a loan was too risky, I stamped no. If a contract hit a trap, I sent it back. This room is very still. Even the clock sounds softer. Her mother whispers, You never said that. Her father's tone changes. You should have mentioned such a position, he says carefully. That shifts things. My son looks stunned. Mum, you always said you just helped at the bank, he says. I nod. That was true, I say. I just left out what kind of help. I let a breath move through this room. Every week, I continue, I watched more loan money move than this car will ever cost. I sat with car loans, house loans, business loans. I told men in nice suits, no, this one is too tight. Fix it or walk away. Her father swallows. So you understand loans, he says slowly. Deeply, I answer. I understand that when a bank says no, they are not being rude. They are telling the truth that the numbers tell them. And tonight, even without a bank desk, I can read this file. Her mother forces a shaky smile. Then you could double-check this for us, she says. Maybe you'll see it is not so bad. I shake my head. I already see, I say. I see late marks, stretched income, and a plan that only works if nothing ever goes wrong. My son's face is red. Why didn't you tell me? He asks. About your job, your skill, any of it? I look at him gently. Because I wanted you to build your own path, I say. If you knew how strong my safety net was, you might wait for it. I wanted you to learn your own numbers, not lean on mine. He stares at this table. I thought you lived on scraps, he whispers. I thought I had to protect you. I cover his hand with mine. You were supposed to care, I say, not carry. There is a difference. His eyes shine. I let them talk like you were weak, he says. Like you were a problem. I nod once. And now you see that I am not. I turn back to his in-laws. Here is what I see, I say. You talk about fairness, but your plan has one loose edge. Me. The bank does not trust your pattern. You want my clean record to cover your damage. Her mother says, We just want our grandson safe. Safe from what? I ask. From a small car or from your pride? My son gives a short, sad laugh. Rena wipes her eyes. Mum, she says to her mother, I don't need a giant car. I need less fighting. Her mother looks hurt. This is your new family, she says. They will look at what you drive. I say, Your grandson will not remember the badge on the front. He will remember if his parents are tired and scared from bills. My son looks at the folder. We could pick something used, he says quietly, or keep our old car one more year. Her father shakes his head. We already told the cousin at the dealership, he says. There is a relationship at stake. I tilt my head. So you worry more about your cousin's commission than about your son's future credit, I say. He flushes. That's not fair. Fair is simple, I answer. You sign for what you can carry. I slide the folder back toward them. My number is 0, I say. I will not sign this loan. Not this week, not later. Even if you come back with softer words. Her mother whispers, You are really putting rules on family help. I nod. Yes, I say. Because help without rules turns into fear. I will give rides. I will buy groceries. I will babysit when I can. But I will not chain my name to someone else's car. Her father leans forward. If we walk away now, the dealer will never take us serious again, he says. People will talk. Let them, I say. They do not pay your bills. This room feels smaller now, but clearer. There is no more place for fog in this chair. My son takes a long breath. Rena, he says softly, what if we tell them we are out? Completely. No car, no loan, nothing. She looks scared, then calm. Then we walk, she says. Her mother gasps. After all we have done, she says. The help with your wedding, the furniture, the trips. And now you choose her line over our effort. My son meets her eyes. I choose a clean start, he says. I choose not to tie my mother to a loan the bank already warned you about. He turns to me. I'm sorry I did not speak sooner, he says. I thought you were fragile. I thought I had to accept everything for your sake. I squeeze his hand. You tried to protect everyone at once, I say. That is too heavy. Rena wipes her cheeks. I don't need a show car, she says. I need peace in this room. Her father rises halfway, then sits again. Do what you want, he says at last. But don't expect us to clap when you pull up in something cheap. When they leave, the front door closes soft, and this room exhales. David and I stay at this table. The folder lies between us like an empty shell. I'm sorry, he says. I let them speak around you like you were a weak point in the plan. I shake my head. You are trying to keep the water still, I say. That is not a crime. He sighs. I also liked the idea of that big car, he admits. A strong engine, shiny paint. It made me feel like I was giving Rena everything. I smile. You are giving her something better tonight, I say. A partner who can say, no car is worth our sleep or our names. That is real protection. Later, alone in this chair, I rest my hands on this table and picture a different scene. An older car still parked outside. Maybe a smaller one later, paid for in cash. No letter from the bank with my name in the wrong place. No calls that make my heart pound. Just my son, his wife, their child, living within numbers that let them breathe. I whisper into this room. Money can buy a shiny car, but it cannot buy a clean promise. It cannot teach someone to look at an older woman and see wisdom instead of weakness. That lesson grows only when a line is drawn and kept. Tonight, I drew mine. I kept my record clear, my dignity steady, and my son's future unhooked from someone else's risk, all from this table.